What's up, good people? Welcome to episode 8 of the Talk of the Show podcast. My name is Ralan Warlaw.
And I'm Langston Frazier. We're back. Another week. Another episode.
Another day, another dollar.
Hey, I feel you on that.
I'm telling you. So, let's jump right into it. HBCU fact of the day.
HBCU fact of the day. Okay, do you know who Donald Ware is?
I've met him before. I actually met him not too long ago.
Okay.
So I met him not too long ago the first time.
Well, Donald Ware is a graduate of Morgan State University.
Okay.
Has nothing to do with Maryland Eastern Shore.
Okay.
In a way, kind of, sort of.
I mean, it's in Maryland.
But he's the founder and the creator of the From the Press Box to the Press Row radio show.
Okay.
And it spotlights HBCUs in sports around the country. It's like probably the number one radio show that covers HBCU sports. It's on Sirius XM and a whole bunch of different platforms. And something that's really, really cool. I think radio is kind of a dying art form. It's not really out there like it should be, but something that's exclusive just for HBCUs and their sports and what's going on in the culture. It's really good to have.
Yeah, especially to know that option is out there. If you care about HBCU sports and you know you can go somewhere and get information just on HBCU. So that's pretty cool. Yeah. Shout out to Donald. I met him not too long ago for the first time, and good guy, and he, has a passion for HBCU sports. So it's good to know that he has that platform, for HBCU sports. So shout out to him. Well, last week, no guest.
This
week we have a guest. And let's just start with the fact that, if you're watching the visual version, you see me with glasses on. Yes. I do wear glasses. Evan commented on the fact that I wear glasses. My vision is awful. Right?
2020 ain't working too.
Mine is 20/120.
Oof.
Yeah, I can't see.
Woof.
Now, so today is a special day because everybody up here is wearing glasses.
Hey.
Everybody's wearing glasses.
Hey.
Just like our guest to my right, Karla Powell, who's the head softball coach here at the University of Maryland Eastern Shore. What's up, Karla?
Hello, everyone.
Thanks for coming. We talked last week. You said, hey, I'll be here. We told everybody she was going to be here, and she's here.
In the flesh.
So first thing we ask our guests is, where are you from?
I am from Ashburn, Virginia.
Ashburn, Virginia.
Ooh, DMV area.
Yes.
But the other side.
Nova.
The other side.
Yeah.
The other side.
Yeah, not PG County. We had
No.
We've had too much PG
County
on this show already. Just too much. PG County, don't come get me. So, Ashburn. 3 words about Ashburn. Like, not what people would Google, but just in your opinion, growing up there, what's 3 words that you would say, like, define Ashburn for you?
Beautiful.
Okay.
Populated. Traffic.
That's good.
Yeah. So why beautiful, populated, and traffic?
Beautiful because you are not too far from the western part of the county, which is actually known as like the eastern side of wine country. So, you got Napa on the other side. We're known for our wine on the western side of Loudoun County. And then populated, I moved there when I was 8 from actually Ashebula, Ohio, small town. And then now it's booming. It's just there's people everywhere. It's the fastest growing county in America. And then traffic, well, you're about 30 minutes from D.C., so you get traffic from 4 to 7 like clockwork, so you don't want to be on the roads.
Mm-hmm.
Got you. And so Ashburn, that's where the Redskins do training camp, right?
Yep, I live it's a 2-mile run from my house. I've done it multiple times. Amazon is booming out there now, right? And then a lot of security and government buildings.
So would you say like a lot of people that work in D.C. and the government like live in Ashburn?
Yeah, for sure. Definitely people that I live around work for the government security. Got you.
So I would say like you've been here for like going on your second year. What's your opinion of the Eastern Shore so far? Well, just the Eastern Shore and, being here at Maryland Eastern Shore.
It's very homey. It's a very homey feel. A lot of everybody knows everybody. Everybody has each other's backs. And I like that it's small. I went to a big university. I'm from a big, populated town. So coming here, it's like very calming. Not everything's a big rush. And, everybody's very friendly.
That's different, because a lot of people I hear say they want to get into a bigger city. But University of Wisconsin is like a big, massive place to be around.
Oh, it is. It is, for sure.
But tell us about your experience there at Wisconsin. I know you played a little softball over there, 5 different institutions, was formerly at George Mason. Tell us how you got here.
Well, I went to school there. I competed for 4. I went to school for 5. Best decision of my life. I had a lot of other offers as well, but people are like, why Wisconsin? I said, if you've never been and you've never been to a football game, you don't know. They're actually, number 1 college football town in the country, and it's for a reason. I went on a visit a Saturday. You get to go on the field, and they put you in a host. I'm still best friends with the people that I met on that visit. And it was just so eye-opening. But then just the experience, it's kind of what I'm doing here. It was a growing. We were 18-40 my freshman year, and then we had, 30-plus wins my senior year. And then now they're making regionals. They just beat Oklahoma, so in softball. And it's great to see the change that you get to see with a program. And, still having the same coach that was there when I was there. She got there my junior year. So it's great to see the progress that the program has made over the years. And then being here now, it's, I'm 30 years old and I'm a head coach. It's everything I've ever wanted. It's all the hours of scouting, recruiting, traveling. I was in Florida for 4 years. I came back home. I got this call in January of last year, and it was like, it's finally meant to be. And, I get to do what I love, which is growing programs. And it's been a big change. We have 11 girls this year. I tell them we're small, but we're mighty. And so they've definitely embraced it. We've gotten our first win against Buffalo 2 weeks ago. And, most people are like, man, the team only won, 4 games 2 years ago, 8 wins the year before. Mm-hmm. But it's don't rule us out just because we're small.
Yeah.
And they've definitely bought into what I'm teaching them now.
Yeah, and I know I had to go back and look. I travel with y'all sometimes, but I haven't been able to go yet. And when the Buffalo score came in, it was the same day we were playing Bethune-Cookman at home, and I started going, I was like, yo, softball won. Everybody's like, already? Because it's been a few years since we won this early in the season. So, and I guess because just to see everybody else happy for you and happy for the program, knowing that not a lot of girls on the team, but knowing that they're putting in work and they're starting to reap the benefits of it. So that's a good thing for them to see.
Yeah, a lot of 5 a.m. practices. People are like, you practice at 5 a.m. because I am not a morning person at all. I go to bed at 8:30, 9 o'clock. But the thing is that they're done for the day. They can focus on school because school comes first for me, always. But the thing is it kind of wires them to get their bodies going because we play a lot of morning games. We play at 9, 10 o'clock in the morning. Right. So it gets them up, it gets them going, and right now it won't stop raining. So
yeah,
you can't be on the field, might as well be in a gym, might as well be in the morning. So
got you. So as far as the morning practices, because you said you're not a morning person, what adjustments did you have to make in your personal life and how you had to move based upon these early morning practices? Because it's simple for the girls because nobody 18 to 22 wants to get up before 11 o'clock, right, Langston?
That is true. That is true.
So, what was it? So it was kind of easy to see the I guess kids, quote unquote, their adjustment. What's the adjustment for you as a coach with having those early practices?
Just kind of managing my day. We practice from about 5 to 9. Or 5 to 8, and then usually I'm throwing with the pitchers right after for 30, 45 minutes so they get their pitching done because, I just have a volunteer. And so it's just me and my volunteer, and I'm the pitching coach, I'm the hitting coach, I'm the fielding coach. So, and then getting the office work done. You know, as soon as I'm done, it's like, hey, what's in my box? What needs to be done? What needs to be signed? And then definitely this past semester, I've been making time for myself. Going to the gym definitely is a stress reliever. You know, my mom's retiring this summer, go on a family trip, so it's time to drop the LB.
Right.
So definitely been making time for myself, and then going home at a reasonable hour just to get me. A lot of coaches get caught up and they're like, hey, I'm here till like 10 o'clock. Well, that's great for you, but for me, I need my time, my personal space, and then making dinner for my boyfriend when he gets home from school usually. So that's kind of my daily routine. Today I'm going home and scouting teams for the weekend. But I kind of have a cutoff time, though. So by like 8 o'clock, I'm like, okay, it's shutdown time. Let me watch one of my shows. Right. And then it's probably time for bed. So.
Well, speaking of shows, what do you like to watch in your free time?
Man, well, Power just ended. I'm a little disappointed.
I knew when you said shows, I was like, Karla, you got to come with Power.
Raylan called it, because Raylan would come over every week, and we'd watch,
I called it.
We'd wager the day, see, what was happening. Power just ended. I know they're making a reboot.
I can't believe I got it right.
He did get it right.
I can't believe it.
If you haven't watched it, I'm sorry.
No, if you haven't watched it by now, Tyreek shot goes.
Yeah, Tyreek.
It's too late. If you haven't watched it by now, you're not a fan.
Folks, we're at 8 episodes in, still haven't watched it.
But the best part, I think the part that made me happy is the fact that I was like, Tariq's gonna shoot him. But the fact that I said Dre was gonna give him the gun, and that's how he got the gun.
You did call
that's
it.
When I was like,
call it.
I've never predicted anything right on a show in my life.
That's sad.
The fact that I got that right, you can just take me now. as far as predicting shows, I'm not talking about literally.
Right.
Just as far as predicting shows, I was so happy. I was like, I picked it right. I said, I just felt like. Tariq, man.
That's good.
Let's just take this a minute. Sorry, Langston. How do you feel about Tariq? I have to ask you this. How do you feel about Tariq?
I'm a little bitter that they're making a reboot with him. Yeah. I know he's an actor. I understand that. Like, this is all fake. But he is so good at his job.
I Googled him. He is only 19 years old.
Yeah,
he is 19 years old, and he has the world mad at him. Like, I went on his Instagram. People were sending him death threats to his real Instagram because of what he was doing as Tyreek. I'm like, come on, people.
It's a script.
Calm down.
Right.
Like, I got my dad over here sending me messages like, if that was my son, man, like, you got to go.
Look, first of all, my mom calls me, and because, my mom and dad are on Power, too. And my mom said, I'm not watching the reboot. I was like, why not? She was like, I will not stand for a child treating their parents that way. I was like, calm down.
Now,
it's just,
it's not that serious.
And then my dad was like, they took Ghost. I ain't watching no more. I'm like, y'all more invested than I mean, I don't know if they're more invested than I am. But I'm sorry, but that was just nice to get back in here because I know we just had to have our Power moment.
We might have a subsection on this show called The Power Show, because it seems like all the guests that we bring on.
See, think about this. Everybody watches Power.
Except me. For whatever reason. I don't get cable, so it's like.
Yeah, but you got to look, man. There's a way. Like you can watch Hulu. Hulu has Power, and then, I mean, I would assume since they put.
So what is it? Is it? Because when I think of it, you might get mad at me saying it's almost like Empire. Is it like Empire? Is it like something completely different?
There's no singing.
There's no record label. There's not a record label.
I started watching Empire when it first came out, and then I just kind of just.
Yeah, I liked the first season, then I stopped too.
Man, let me tell you, I stuck with Empire, and that's that part. I didn't really watch the first season of Empire, but everybody was, so I felt behind. Mm-hmm. So then I caught up. And then watched the second season. I was like, okay, cool. And then once we got to the third season, I was like, they're doing too much.
Yeah.
Like, it became unrealistic. But I never thought that the two shows were the same. Like, I don't know why they were trying to compare it. Do you know why they were trying to compare the two? Like,
no, I really don't.
Like, because the premise of them were so different. Like, Power is like drug dealing and, stuff like that. Then the Empire was like, we're not drug dealing at all anymore.
Yeah, but it's like Power in the music industry or whatever.
But it was like two different things.
Yeah.
Like, one was like about music and record labels and that kind of, power, I guess you could say, but the other one was like street power, you know, which, you know, I love power though. I hate that it.
I'm surprised you don't have like a shirt, biggest Power fan. Or
no, I'm not I know I'm not the biggest Power fan. I'm probably not. I don't watch it. I know some people that watch it like 4 or 5 times a week. I don't.
Yeah, no.
I don't have time for that. Like I have rewatched the episode a couple of times just because you miss stuff.
Yeah.
But you know, I don't need to watch it 5 times. Plus, if you watch it as a group, like you know, I was watching it as a group, so.
Everybody's getting it from different angles.
And then you know, remember, blah, 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 blah. So, I mean, yeah, I didn't watch Power that many times.
Well, that's the Power section, folks.
All right, cool. Done with Power.
Anyway, other TV shows, things you like to watch?
Good Doctor, New Amsterdam, medical stuff.
Medical stuff.
Yeah, I'm
is that
obviously
just like a hobby, or
Yeah.
is it like doing anything you're a major in college?
No, not at all. I was a sociology major. No, I've always kind of been fascinated with doctors and surgeons and, you know, stuff like that. So Grey's Anatomy, I'm still watching. And then I always have my reality TV shows from time to time.
Gotcha.
You know, I like to watch, you know, Vanderpump Rules and, you know, some stuff off Bravo.
Are you a reality TV guy, Langston?
I guess, yeah.
So which ones do you watch?
I don't really watch them too much anymore. Obviously Kardashians, because they're Kardashians. Who doesn't want to watch them?
I don't.
Bravo, I watch Bravo, Real Housewives with my mom. That's like her show to watch every now and then. HGTV, we talk about this.
yeah.
Oh, yes.
Food Network.
Talking about HGTV, those shows are considered reality TV?
Depending on like
a little
which
bit.
ones you're,
It is your real life,
you're
kind
watching.
of.
Yeah.
I guess. But
Flip or flop and...
Oh, yeah, flip or flop. We talked about that last. You know how I feel about flip or flop. I'm always here for flip or flop.
Yeah.
Because, you know, you gotta flip that house or it's going to flop. It's in the name of the show.
In the name of the show.
You know, you got to flip it or flop it. DIY and stuff like that. It's do it yourself for everybody that's not ready for, you know, HGTV life. But that's what the reason I asked is because I don't really watch reality TV at all. So if that's the case, then I guess I do.
I'm watching...
because I don't watch the Kardashians. I'm not, no. They just, Kim Kardashian and the rest of her family, they will take your. It's like y'all seen Space Jam. Mm-hmm. It's like they suck the powers out of whoever they get around. Like think about it. I mean, when the last time you saw Chris Humphries? Whoa. Chris Humphries is out of here. Reggie Bush, right after he dealt with Kim Kardashian, tore his ACL.
God.
Lamar Odom hadn't got another rebound. Who else? Kanye West. What? We're not even going to start there.
Tristan Thompson. This is when I knew they were like voodoo. Tristan Thompson when I say we were talking about people getting hurt, Tristan Thompson had never missed a basketball game in his entire career. He started dating, which one? Chloe? He started dating Chloe, hurt first month. I'm telling you, he had never missed a game in his career. You can check it. He had never missed a game in his career. Started messing with Chloe. He hurt. He taking bad shots. LeBron looking at him crazy. LeBron said, "Look, LeBron. Remember? I don't think y'all remember when it was like all that stuff was going on, and then LeBron was like, yo." Telling the Cavaliers, don't even let them come around because they're going to kill like the morale of this team. We trying to win a championship, right? And I'm telling you, everything they touch turns bad. Like please, they are bad news in my opinion. Everybody they get around it's like voodoo. I'm telling you, voodoo.
It is. Do y'all listen to Kanye West still?
No.
Because I don't. That's what I'm saying.
He's gospel now.
That's the crazy part about it. Gospel. It's okay.
Does his own services.
It's
got
okay.
His own church, got a place.
But it's not like amazing.
Well, I will say this, like, I was watching The Breakfast Club and Kirk Franklin was on there and he was
Kirk Franklin is something else.
No. I'm not talking about Kirk Franklin was talking about Kanye.
Okay.
And he said, you know, if it's part of his healing, let him heal. And I had never thought about it that way because I was like, he's just doing wild stuff. And I said, well, maybe it is part of his healing. But then some of the things Kanye was doing, I was like, nah, this is just attention, and
attention grabbing.
He's looking for somebody to just pay him attention for whatever reason. But I guess they say all geniuses have a wacky part to them, so maybe Kanye is a genius. He may be. Never know.
Got a lot of money, I think so.
Not like a Einstein, like a musical genius.
Yeah.
Like he's got, his catalog is pretty substantial.
I'm giving that.
Even before he started dating, dating Kim and then got married to Kim Kardashian. But yeah, I did not think you watched Kardashians, man.
You gotta watch every now and then.
Nah,
I don't watch it religiously, but every now and then.
I would say it's funny. I don't watch reality TV. My guilty pleasures are like game shows.
Yeah.
So I
Family
watch.
Feud.
Oh man, I can watch a Family Feud marathon. Just to call people crazy.
I really.
If I was on the show, I'd get that right. But
I love Jeopardy. That's
Jeopardy.
my show.
Jeopardy, Wheel of Fortune.
Fortune. Those are the three. Like I can watch those. Like and then other than that, you kind of just whatever. But those
Deal or No Deal. Remember that one?
Picking
the right box.
We used to watch the Deal or No Deal as a family. Like it was like
He's got big box number 4.
What was y'all threshold for Deal or No Deal? I always thought if you got, depending on the boxes, but once you got above 250,000,
you stop.
It started to take. It's time to take the deal. And I used to I got to a point where it was like if people didn't take the 250,000, I was like, cool, like. Let them pick the wrong box now because they're being stupid. Like, because the odds aren't in your favor. I saw somebody turn down like a $400,000 deal on Deal or No Deal one time. I said, you were crazy. And then they picked $1 million box. I laughed. Because that's stupid.
Yeah.
Like, that's stupid. Because I think it was 4 boxes in play. $1 million was still there. But it was like $1 was in play. $5 was in play. And I think like 1,000. They were offering you $400,000. You have a 25% chance of getting $1 million, but you have 100% chance of $400,000. Why didn't he take the deal?
He said, "I came with nothing. I got nothing to lose."
So what, you want $1? You want $1?
Right?
No. Come on.
No.
That's what I'm saying. So I don't know. We talked about it. Have you ever played Monopoly?
Oh yeah.
Never played Monopoly.
It's competitive. It lasts forever, though.
See, that's what I don't.
That's why, I played for 2 hours once. It got competitive. That was years and years and years ago.
So, okay, tell me how Monopoly starts. I don't know anything. I don't know how Monopoly starts. I don't know about the money. I don't know about
Everybody's
property.
got a piece.
Okay.
Everybody starts with, I forgot how much money, but you start with a certain amount of money.
Mm-hmm.
Every time you pass go, you get $200. That's the only thing I remember that. But you can buy properties. You can buy a house. You can buy a hotel. So if you roll a 5 and my property's you land on my property and I had a hotel on it, you got to pay me like $300. So I'm taking your money. Going to jail, you got to give money. They have cards, so you get $500 or.
Is there a way Is there a way you can exchange money with the people playing? Like, say I got $200, Langston has $300, and you have $500, and I land on Langston's property and it's $250. Could I borrow $50 from you?
Oh, I don't know that. That's new.
I don't know. I'm asking. I've never played. I've never played. Like, if you know the answer, please tell me. I've never played I don't know.
I've never played it that way. Because the thing is, you want to get all the money, so you be owing
stingy
people
with the money.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know. Like that's why we were talking. I've never played Monopoly. I don't know. But 2 hours though, I don't know. Like that's a long time.
I think that's the last time I've ever played Monopoly.
Oh, well.
It got heated. It was like a whole family thing.
Oh, see, we used to play Clue. You ever played Clue?
Clue.
Yeah, we used to play Clue. That was our family game. Either that or watching Family Feud.
We do categories. Every Christmas, Christmas, we do all the kids get together and we do trivia. So we do trivia, taboo, categories. Everybody's paired up.
What's the one that's
Flip?
The Ellen game. Heads up.
Heads up.
Yeah, heads up.
That's good.
There's actually,
yeah.
I didn't know. See, I knew there's actually a black version of it. that Jesse Williams created. I'm so serious. It's called Celebrity.
Celebrity.
Look on your phones. Pull your phone out. BLEBRITY maybe, but it's like a black version. Cause he was on He was on a podcast. I was listening, and he was like, "Yeah," cause I couldn't remember the name. But Heads Up, what Ellen has. He was like, "Yeah, I created a black version." So if you go and the categories are like all black versions, like you click on the music version, it's like, and you pick like hip hop, it's like Tupac, Biggie, Nas. If you pick like TV shows, it'll be like Fresh Prince and Martin and stuff like that. It's a celebrity. I'm serious. Check it out. But Heads Up is like the other version.
I like Heads Up. That's
The other version.
The original.
The original.
I mean, you know.
They got dogs, cats.
Dog, cat. We go pit bull. You know what I'm saying? We get right to it. You know, German Shepherd. You know, for real. I just feel like that's the like.
I'm gonna have to check it out. I'm not gonna lie.
It's the same as Heads Up though, but it's like mostly blacks. I mean, I say that like obviously there's like mainstream stuff on there. Will Smith is mainstream, but you know I don't know if 21 Savage is on there. But
well, how old is the game?
I don't know. I heard that on the podcast within like the last year, and I looked it up, and we played it at when was I home? Christmas? Yeah, Christmas. Me, my brother, my uncles and stuff. We played it for a little while, but yeah, celebrity. I'm telling y'all, I heard it. Jesse Williams, that's on Grey's Anatomy. Mm-hmm. He was talking about it, and he said, "Yeah, celebrity. There it is."
Interesting.
Yeah, just give it a shot.
Well, I'm curious to know. Changing subjects here. How'd you get into sports and softball and the whole coaching deal? Was that an original route for you? Was it, kind of, opportunities here, let's go for it?
I've always been in sports. My family is very sports oriented. My dad ran track at Akron. He was a triple jumper, and my mom played softball and volleyball at Mercyhurst. So not playing sports was not going to be an option in my family. So I've always been in sports. I played basketball all the way till my sophomore year of high school. Played AAU basketball too, and then softball. I was just always involved with softball. I started off actually playing soccer, and they always kept putting me in the goalie, and I was like, I don't want to play the sport no more. My little sister continued to play soccer, but I was like, I'm done being the goalie. So my mom was like, let's try softball, let's try t-ball. And I'm like, okay. Which was actually kind of funny because my neighbor, who's like my best friend to this day since we were 8, her dad was like, I'm going to start a travel team. And so the Ashburn Shooting Stars, which is still around, it's really, really big organization. She's actually the head coach at Lafayette College. We're going to play them this year. But we just continue to play with each other until, 16 and unders. Mm-hmm. And then I kind of moved organizations, and they were very well known in. My parents were like, if you want to get recruited, like, it's time to, like, switch programs. Like, if you want to go play big-time D1, the coach reached out and asked about me and my neighbor. And so we both left, and her dad kind of disbanded the program. And as soon as that happened, the floodgates kind of opened with schools and opportunities. I actually played outfield a lot in travel ball. Most people don't know that about me because my girls are like, oh, she's not fast. And then I'll run at practice, and they're like, okay, she's kind of fast.
I had a moment like that the other day.
Yeah, so, I got a little speed for my size.
I'm nimble of foot.
Yeah, so...
little nimble of foot.
So that kind of led me to Wisconsin, and then I knew from the get-go I wanted to coach. Like, people have that passion, but I also have that, like, niche in my brain that, like, just softball all the time. Like, right now it's Christmas for me because there's so many games on. I'm just learning from the best of the best coaches, but I've always wanted to coach. So my 5th year, when I finished playing, I stayed another year. I did school, but I also was a student assistant. So I learned how to scout. I learned how to do spray charts, things like that, and it just... You know, my coach is always like, you're the person that knows how to pick someone's sign or pick a picture. So I just made it easy because I can't really see myself. I hate sitting behind a desk right now doing paperwork. So I can't imagine sitting behind a desk from 9 to 5 and just typing or answering phone calls. You know, I do that as a coach now, but I just need to be active.
Right.
So, and I get to wear what I want to wear to work. So you can't beat that.
So, you said you played basketball. What would you say? Would you say that's your favorite sport outside of softball?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Basketball. I like football. I like college football. I'm not a big NFL person. You know, people are like, oh yeah, the Pro Bowl, and I'm like, it's flag football now.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
so
they don't touch each other.
you know, I'm not a big fan of all the concussions and the head injuries and things like that. You know, I had a lot of friends through college that played football, and I saw, you know, what happened to them and where they're at right now in their lives. But college definitely was fun to watch football. That was definitely Saturdays where, you know, the softball team was front row for every game. Yeah,
sometimes I that's one of the things sometimes working here I hate for these students sometimes is that feeling of waking up on Saturday morning and your school is playing football.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because I can remember those Saturday mornings waking up, it's 9:30, tailgates are going.
Right,
you know,
bands warming up on the field.
And especially, too, like this being an HBCU, like the HBCU band experience, that is another level.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, they practiced outside of my window all night. All night long, but when halftime came, they gave you a show. So that's sometimes I do hate that they don't get, you know, that football experience of seeing it. And so, you know, you like back. Who would you say your favorite softball player is? Like,
favorite softball player, man, I have so many, but it'd probably be Danielle Laurie.
Okay.
She's actually not too much older than me, about 3 years older than me. She played at Washington. She was a pitcher. But she's recently like making a comeback. She's got 2 kids and she's trying out for the Olympic Canadian team.
Nice.
Just the vibe, like, you know, she's very into social media as well, but like trying to show people that, hey, you can have 2 kids and you can still make a comeback. And it's kind of crazy that I knew when it was going to happen because, you know, people were like, oh no, she's not coming back. She's not coming back. And then it's funny because my boyfriend, he umpires as well, and he got to be behind the plate when she threw one of her first games back. You know, the Olympic trials for the Canadian team was down in Florida back when I was living down there, and I was like, she's making a comeback. So, and seeing her then and now is crazy. Like, she's a dirty, dirty pitcher. She won 2 national championships. She was an All-American Player of the Year. But just her passion for the game is definitely what I love.
As a follow-up, why do you think that the society abroad feels like if a woman who's an athlete has a baby or has a child, like that she can't come back? Like, why do you feel like that happens? Because I know that happens with like WNBA players. They have a kid. So why do you feel like that people think, oh, if you have a baby, like you can't come back and compete?
It's what it does to your body. I think that's the biggest thing. And the other thing is that the will and the drive, because being a professional athlete is completely different than being like a college athlete.
Yeah.
You know, it's your life. Like, that's why you're a professional at it. And, you know, talking about Kobe, like all the stuff that he would talk about, like the drive, the hours, like just hearing like video of him like talking to his teammates, like, get him off the court, coach. Get him off the court. They ain't here. That's why we lost 5 games. But Felix, actually, I just read on my Instagram before I came in here that she was dropped by Nike as a track runner, you know, because she had a baby.
Allison Felix?
Yeah. She was dropped by Nike because she was having a baby, and she just beat Usain Bolt's time, like, coming back. And it's just, like, it's a proven thing. Like, hey, like, I can do this just because I had a baby. Like, you know, my sister's about to have another baby, and I just see, like, and hear all the things. She's like, I don't want to do nothing. I'm tired.
Right.
Like, I already got another baby to chase after. But the time and commitment, they don't think that they're going to do it.
Yeah.
I think that's the biggest thing is like the timing. You got a kid, you have to watch them, you got to take care of them, like, and you have to have, and if you don't have a partner or spouse that's with you, most people can't do it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I guess, like, that's why I asked, because I feel like, obviously, having a baby is different. But, if a guy tears his ACL, nobody says, oh, he's never going to play again. Just be like, oh, okay, cool, we'll see him in a year. And so I feel like, it's, and having a baby isn't like a quote-unquote rehab. Like, you have the baby, like, you don't have to, like, your body is not literally breaking down, like the ligaments of it. You should, you know what I'm saying? But like if you have a major knee surgery or a major like shoulder surgery, a major, elbow, like somebody has Tommy John, they don't say, hey, he's never going to pitch again. They just say, we'll see him in a year. So that's just something that I always like, I've
like
I always,
Venus.
Yeah. I mean,
Venus or Serena?
Serena won a major title while pregnant.
I think it's all the hormones too.
She's
like your body's going through a lot.
She's like one of my favorite athletes.
Yeah, she's a beast.
Who's your favorite like athletes?
That's not golf.
Oh yeah, not golf. I mean, Tiger Woods is obvious. I figured that.
Guy's pretty good.
I mean, yeah.
My favorite athlete that's not.
He was winning on and off the course at one point too. I'm sorry.
That was a good one. That was a good one. Let me see. Favorite athlete that's not in golf.
No pressure. You don't have just throw something out there. Like you don't have to.
I think I was a big fan of Kirk Cousins for a while.
Kirk Cousins.
Because he went to the best Big Ten school, Michigan State. No offense.
I will always remember him throwing the Hail Mary in the end zone when they played Wisconsin in the Big Ten championship when Russell Wilson was at our school.
Oh man!
Yeah.
I forgot about Kirk Cousins having his moment.
Yeah, he came to the Redskins too,
and
nothing happened, and
and he went to Minnesota.
Yeah,
but Kirk Cousins.
He's like a decent quarterback. He's kind of all around, can run a little bit, have a really good arm.
He just never did it for me. Even when he was in college, Kirk Cousins never did it for me. No disrespect, because I would never. One thing I do not like is when people disrespect pro athletes. Don't ever in your life call somebody that's a professional athlete sorry. That's the dumbest thing you can ever say. He's not sorry. Like, don't let me. But he just never did it for me. Like it wasn't like it was just like I was like Kirk Cousins doesn't do it for me.
So who's the number one guy or girl?
Who I think who's like my favorite quarterback?
Yeah, or
like
just,
ever?
Just athlete in general. That's the guy or girl who you look up to.
I mean, growing up, I was I mean, I don't know, because like LeBron has played so long that I feel like I kind of grew up with him, because he got to the league when I was 10, and he's still playing now. So LeBron's always been like my favorite player. I was a big LaDainian Tomlinson fan.
Yeah.
Growing up. Track wise, I was like, once I started running track, I started like watching a little bit more of them. So I was actually like Allison Felix. I liked Allison Felix, Sonya Richards, Ross. They were like my track people. Outside of like Usain Bolt, the obvious, and then like because I've always had like my under the radar people that I liked, and then when they become mainstream, I have to let them go. Like I liked Greek Freak early, and then now he's mainstream, so I can't even like ride with him anymore. Like I can ride with him, but like he's mainstream. He's everybody likes him.
Yeah.
Like Steph Curry, same way.
Steph Curry's pretty good.
Yeah.
Is he still injured or is he back playing?
Man,
he just got cleared.
He's playing March 1st. Come on back, Chef. Cook it up, Chef Curry. Let's go. Your team needs you. Your team needs you.
That's the only sport that I don't watch, basketball. It's
I don't watch
just
the
like
playoffs. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
NBA,
I'm not watching the playoffs.
we know we're gonna see a game that's 100 plus. College basketball?
Oh yeah, I'm ready for March
Love
Madness.
some college basketball.
I'm ready for March Madness. Selection Sunday's in like less than 3 weeks.
I'm probably gonna do a bracket and lose like the first round. Like I always
First
do.
of all, everybody loses in the first round. Like everybody loses. You can't predict 68, 67. You can't predict 67.
No, I'm not gonna do like a score. I might just say who's gonna be the
who you think's gonna win it all?
The number one.
I've had a couple times. I've actually predicted some champions right on a March Madness bracket, but now I've also had times that the team I picked to win it all lost their first game. Thank you, Arizona.
Yeah.
2 years ago.
Look at UMBC when they took out Virginia the first time.
I didn't pick Virginia to go all the way, but that same year I picked Arizona to win it, and they lost to Buffalo in the first round. Thank you for beating Buffalo, because I got beef with Buffalo for beating Arizona in my bracket like a couple years ago. I never forget. But then I never forget schools who if you playing March Madness and you beat Duke, I will remember you for the rest of my life. I always got love for Mercer. I always got love for Lehigh because you beat Duke. VCU, you beat Duke early. You my school forever. You like Duke in anything?
Well, I used to like them. My one of my family members used to coach over there for men's golf.
You gotta ride with your family.
So
you like Duke
support the brand. But it's okay.
They're ACC.
Yeah. I'm not
I'll
here.
take Michigan State and Maryland any day.
Yeah, I'm just not.
Penn State, not so much.
Yeah, if you beat whoever the team is, whoever beats Duke in the NCAA tournament this year, you're my school. I'm riding with you because I want them to lose every time. I want them to go 0-32. It's not gonna happen.
Jeez.
Them and Clemson go 0-32.
Okay, let's hope nobody
personal,
on the
but,
coaching staffs ever make it to Duke, because you might not get the
No, I'm joking. No, I'm joking. But no, I guess because when the tournament starts, everybody just kind of picks Duke. And then yeah. I remember, last year.
It's the easy way out.
It's the easy way out, especially last year when they had Zion.
Think.
I picked Michigan State to beat Duke. Everybody in my bracket called me dumb, stupid.
No, they had more seniors.
That's exactly
true.
what I said. I said, you're going out there. I said, Zion, Cam Reddish, what's RJ? They're freshmen. They have not been here before. Everybody on Michigan State's team was 28.
They've been there.
They had
28.
they had old dudes. And I was like, in the tournament, that's what beat them. And so shout out to Michigan State. I rolled with them.
Hey,
and
we'll see what happens with my Spartans.
I don't know.
This March.
This is a crazy year though. I don't think nobody. I mean,
no one's
nobody's
really excelling
head
and
and shoulders. There's a few teams that are better, but everybody. This past Saturday, everybody lost.
So who wins the MEAC when it comes down to the tournament?
Who other things going to the MEAC tournament?
Yeah.
On which side? Men's side?
Yeah, men's side.
I mean, you got to ride with the Hawks first.
Always.
You got to ride with the Hawks.
Always.
We just played the two North Carolina schools.
Tough.
They tough. Those two are tough. I would say talent. You was at the game A&T game.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
The spread of the score
Was Zero doing his thing again?
He didn't even have that good of a game last night. He didn't really have that good of a game. He was shooting.
Yeah, the home game, it was 3, 3, 3. I was like, man, where'd they find this guy?
Dude, they had I don't know, man. They are a tough squad. A&T is gonna be tough to beat.
We're building.
Yeah, we're building. A&T is gonna be tough to beat. Central, because we took them to overtime here, and then they were a different squad down there in North Carolina. They haven't lost a home game this year. Central hasn't. But this past weekend was a tough weekend.
What do you think on the women's side? What's your prediction on that side?
A&T's women are good, but they had the preseason player of the year, and she got hurt, so that hurts them. Bethune is a good team over there. I don't know. It's just the women. It's so even looking at our women's team, sometimes they look like they're gonna win and look really good. Then they'll play 2 or 3 games where they never seen a basketball before. I don't get it.
That happens.
Don't have your girls.
That's sports.
Yeah, it's just I don't know. It was one game last year. We was at a softball game, and I was like, girls, we played so much better last week.
Right?
What are we doing right here?
Yeah. What happened?
But I know it's worked for you because you're coaching them. Mm-hmm. And just
sometimes they're there, sometimes they're checked out, and that's what you got to do as a coach is trying to reel them back in.
How do you, what's your plan to reel them back in? I mean, not playing of course but what's some of the things you say? Hey, how do I reel them back in when they kind of go off a little bit?
We do a quote of the day, so that's the one thing we kind of do is, and then what's your goals? We always when we're in between innings or something's not going our way, we're like, hey, what was our goals of the game? Personally, team wise, we're starting to transition into conference here in about 3-4 weeks. So that's kind of what we've been building our preseason for, is like, hey, like, you know, my pictures are day and night from last year. You know, people are expecting the same girls they saw last year, and they're completely different. You know, Nasia Goodman is just killing it. She is legit, like, from our first weekend to now, she's a completely different person. We got a couple transfers in that people don't know anything about, and they're doing well. And then some girls last year, they're just stepping up to the plate. You know, so
especially with the small team like you have this year, everyone's kind of got to step up and bring another level to the game. So, and
it's trying to stop it. You know, you kind of put a nail in it before it gets any worse. Yeah. You know, so, you know, the other day at practice we're doing drills, and my rule is you only get 3 hours of practice. After that, we start running, because the thing is I want you locked in early. So throwing errors, any kind of mistakes, you know, because we kind of split our practices. We do like half defense, half offense. So, you know, I need you just like a game. You're not on the field. You know, you're only on the field half the time. So you got to learn how to transition from hitting to fielding. So the same thing with them when they're throwing and doing like around the horn type of stuff. It's like, you know, are you locked into catching the ball, or are you just kind of like, oh, let me catch the ball, and we're working on reaction and how fast you can get rid of it, or, you know, processing while you're doing it. So like we'll have force, you know, a force at one bag, and then it's like a tag at another. So they got to learn how to communicate, and that's what they've picked up from me. It's that like I'm not gonna put up with like zero talking. Right. Like, you know, I'd rather you be wrong and talk, and we can correct you, than you just be a mute. Yeah. Because errors happen that way.
I heard one coach say, he said, he was like, a quiet team is a bad team. Because he said, he was like, the only thing wrong with what you did was you didn't say anything. He said, if you said something, then, you know, he said, a quiet team is a bad team. I can't remember who said that. I heard it somewhere. But that makes sense because, like, if you go, like, you know, because when you know, you two, when we're sitting close at the games, the teams that usually talk and communicate are just, they usually play harder. It doesn't always translate to a win, but they usually play harder and they see success just outside of, like, the score.
Score.
Yeah.
And they see it now. Because after every game, we let everybody go through and say, what did we do well and what do we need to work on? Either like individually or as a team. And they're starting to understand, like, hey, like, we can hang with people. Just because there's 11 of us, you know, they're like, we communicate more now. Like, you know, we know what to do with the ball. We're not just throwing it to first every single time. That's the hard thing, because there's so many moving pieces in softball. Nice. It's fast. It's a very fast-paced game.
It's like, it's fast, but it's like not fast. Yeah. From the standpoint of like, the game can be very slow and then just
pick up.
Like snap his fingers. It's like chaos almost. And then it can get even worse if you get some errors out there.
I'll say a double, slid in, error, overthrow. Yeah. Who scored?
Especially it's like, when I'm sitting there scoring the game, it could just like, I can go 2 innings where I'm like kind of just chilling, talking, and the next thing you know, it's just rapid fire. Yeah. You know, that's
4th, 5th inning.
That 4th, 5th inning is always
It's everybody. You're getting the 2nd, 3rd time through the lineup, and it's like, what's gonna happen?
That 4th, 5th inning is like, but then that's when you see a lot of strategy. That's what I tell people. Like, if you don't, sometimes it's weird because when you watch baseball / softball, because they're, you know, it's the same thing basically. Like, when you are watching a baseball softball game, if you understand it, when you're watching it, the strategy that comes in effect, like the last 3 innings of a baseball and softball game, is kind of like, it's kind of like chess almost.
Yeah, it's 100% chess.
It's like chess because, you know, people just gonna go through and then we got the pinch runner, and then baseball they do more like righty lefty and all that stuff, you know, and then but you pinch runners and who we want to play second base and who we want to, you know, it's a lot of chess that moves if you like watching a softball or baseball game towards the end of the game. So
I enjoy watching them. Yeah, I've been to a couple of them. They're interesting to watch.
Yeah, but it's like, but early on you just kind of like, and then like later on it gets that way, more than just, you know, a home run or something like that. I mean, we already got home runs though this year.
Got one.
Yeah, so I mean, how long did it take us to get a home run last year?
A while.
It took a while. I haven't seen many. I've been here. This is my third season with the team. I haven't seen a lot of home runs. Hopefully, we get some more.
Got a lot of doubles too.
Yeah. Do we have a triple? I think somebody got a triple. I think right.
Kayla,
yeah. Kayla got a triple. So, we're trying to build something here.
Progress.
Oh yeah.
But fast forward down the line, 5 years from now, where do you see yourself?
5 years from now, let's see. I'll be 35. Man.
2025.
Man.
I'll be in my 30s too then. That's the closest thing y'all gonna get to me telling my age. I'll be in my 30s 5 years.
No, I'm just kidding. Man, there's a lot of things that could happen in definitely 5 years. Definitely want to have a child by then. Married, having a little family of some sort. But next adventure probably by then, regardless if it's I'm growing a program here or I'm growing a program somewhere else. Uncle Ralan over here.
Bumping the baby.
But, I kind of live each year to year. That's kind of, some people are like, oh, you shouldn't do that. You should have a plan. I do have somewhat of a plan. Mm-hmm. My plan's always softball.
Yeah.
That's definitely my plan. It's putting forth, like I said, I want to have a family eventually. But, there's a lot of growing to do here. Mm-hmm. So I could see myself here, another 5 years. Or it's like, hey, Wisconsin wants to call and say, hey, we got an opening for you one day. I'd love to go back to my alma mater. That's kind of like, I would love that. That's definitely something that it does get cold. You get used to it.
I don't know.
Yeah, my freshman year, I was like, what's going on with my nose? And they're like, your nose hairs are freezing. I'm like, okay, that's definitely cold.
Oh, that happens?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, 100%. When it's negative degrees outside.
Oh.
But
nope.
I got some big plans here. We're looking to do a lot with this field within the next 3 years here. So if things start to get done, I could see myself here for a little while. I got my first recruiting class coming in next year. Got 9 so far. So we're excited.
So with that, where can the good people find you on social media?
Of course.
Platforms.
I got Twitter, I got a Facebook, I got Instagram. So
what's the Instagram name?
Man, it's KN Powell 32. And I think my Twitter is the exact same too. I just now really got onto Twitter since I got this job. So I've been, retweeting some stuff. I do a lot of my recruiting on my Twitter account actually. And following other people, inspirational things. Something that keeps me motivated through the day.
Why'd you wear number 32?
It's a family number.
Oh,
every single person in my family wore 32. My sisters, my brother, my parents.
No, any particular reason they started with 32?
I don't think so. I thought it was just really weird that both my parents wore 32.
They were meant to be.
I know they were. They really were.
They were meant to be.
So then we all just started wearing it. Like in high school, we didn't have 32, so I was 16. 16 times 2 is 32.
Yeah. So talk about, when you and your sister were on the same team, like, how did y'all work it out for who wore 32?
Oh, for high school?
Yeah.
My older sister was a senior when I was a freshman. She was 11. I think because my jersey was bigger, so it was 16.
Oh. I know, man, high school, let me tell you.
You're just stuck with a number.
High school, they give you a number. I remember when I was in the 10th grade, and I had played JV basketball, and then I got moved up during the season. Mm-hmm. Well, when you get moved up, first of all, if you're one of me and my friend, we both got moved up, so we were the only 10th graders on the team. So when you get moved up, you just get what's left.
Yeah.
And so
extra large pants.
Right.
extra large top.
Shirt.
Yeah, no, so the thing was, my shorts were kind of around the correct size. But the only jersey they still had was one of the biggest jerseys on the team. And even though he was a little bit taller than me, I was wider. So they stuck me with the extra large jersey. Now, when I was in the 10th grade, I was probably 4 inches shorter than I am now. So when you go out there and you're wearing number 52 as a point guard,
Was your jersey big enough that the ball could just kind of pass?
My jersey was huge, and like when I knew when I put it on, and it was like down to my thighs, like but of course it's tucked in, so you really couldn't tell. That jersey was so big, but yeah, when you like low on that totem pole, they in high school they're just trying to figure out size. It's like, oh, okay, cool. Middle school, like before you get to like like probably like college or something, and they can really like get your number and your size. Like these are the sizes we have, but everybody else already had a number, so I was just like the wider of the two of us. So I was stuck with number 52 for basketball, and then the next year I got out of it very quickly and wore number 12. That's what I wore pretty much in everything. My birthday's on June 12th, so I wore 12 all the time. Well, I tried to at least.
Yeah, I didn't play team.
That's what I say. Yeah, you was playing.
So
golf.
I don't get a number.
Yeah, the only number that matters is like +8, -3.
-3.
Yeah.
Hopefully they're negative numbers, not the positive numbers.
Yeah.
Oof.
I'm just saying, people that don't know golf, and they just see the scores coming up on Sports Center or something like that.
Red is good, black is not good.
So if it's an even par, what number they write? What color is it?
Probably black.
So it's black. So if you get 72 most of the time?
Yeah, pretty
they
much.
They write that in black.
Yeah.
And then they write the negative ones in what?
Yeah, red.
And then the positive is in what?
Positive is pretty much black.
Okay.
Yeah, just depends.
Yeah, I know what the scores, but I've noticed like when I went to a tournament that they had different colors and stuff.
It just depends what network you're watching and where you watch it.
Yeah, I can't tell you the last time I actually watched a full round of golf on TV. It's more fun. It's better to watch in person.
Hey, it's okay. We got like 50-something days to the Masters.
Yeah.
It's good. I'm chilling.
I'm going to tell you, I'm just like everybody else. If Tiger's in the running on Sunday, I'll watch it.
Right.
If he's not, sorry. That's
get
what
that.
everybody, like casual fans.
Yeah.
Like, you're a real, true fan.
Mm-hmm.
Casual fans, Tiger's in the running on Sunday? Let me check this out for an hour.
See what's happening.
See what happens. And then if he gets like 2 bogeys in a row?
Nope. Time to turn table.
Netflix.
Right.
Netflix, Hulu.
Watch the recap on Sports Center.
Amazon Prime, whatever you got.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Well, thanks for coming through, Karla. And
I appreciate it. It was fun.
Great luck. Good luck this season. Guys, I came right as I ran in here. I ran in here. But good luck this season. I'll be with you guys in a couple weeks. Keep my seat warm.
We got you ready on the bus.
Keep my seat warm. Well, I mean, we got
I'll miss you at Coastal this weekend.
Yeah. Have fun down there in South Carolina. Down in Myrtle Beach.
We'll do.
Hopefully it doesn't rain, and hopefully
it's supposed to be like 50.
Oh, you get some good
50
weather
and
there.
sunny.
Yeah, Myrtle Beach is nice though. Down there at Coastal, like Coastal, the fields on campus, right? Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's like 10 minutes from the strip. So you guys have a good time. But thanks for coming through. Good luck. The softball team will be in Coastal Carolina this weekend for a tournament, but their home opener is March 4th against St. Peter's. Doubleheader.
Wednesday.
It's a Wednesday. It's a doubleheader starting at 2:00. So come out, support the Hawks out at Hawk Field. You pass it if you come on campus.
Can't miss it.
Cannot miss it. So
right on your left-hand side, big old board
there.
Yeah,
go ahead and yell out to Coach Powell, hey, I loved you on Talk of the Shore. She'll be like, thanks, because she knows. But appreciate you coming in, Karla. And Langston?
We got a little sports.
Yeah, a little
sports recap real quick. Let's see. Starting with last Friday, baseball was canceled. University of Albany, that game is going to be rescheduled. Women's bowling on a real hot roll.
Yeah, they went undefeated over the
undefeated.
Weekend. So
and ended up picking up the MEAC championship in the regular season this past weekend. So that's good for them. And then let's see what else we had. I know we had a couple of basketball games in here too.
Yeah. Those are a little forgiving.
Yeah, women's basketball games close. 70-78 against North Carolina Central University. Baseball took a loss, but they're getting better. It happens.
Yeah.
When you lose 4 big guys in the fall or in the spring, it's a rebuilding year.
Well, they ended up. I mean, they lost Saturday, but they ended up getting the win Sunday, so that's good. They were able to rebound. I think that was baseball's first win this year. So even though Albany took the series, they got one win on Sunday, so that was nice. Both basketball teams fell to A&T last night, like we were talking about earlier. A&T's tough this year. On both sides, they had A&T has a girl on their team that's like huge. Like she is like a big person. I don't want to say big. She's a big person. She's like 6'3", but 200 plus easy. Yeah, like it's not a game. But she was moving. Yeah, like up and down the court, and I was like, we don't have nobody.
She boxing out.
Yep, bro. Like,
right.
It was
boxing out and rebounding.
She was like
That's
getting
why
out.
She there.
Yo, she was getting out in the stance and everything. I'm like, yo,
okay,
shawty running, like
running,
whatever. So
yeah.
But for this, this week we got a lot going on. Baseball's playing against Georgetown tomorrow. The game is had been moved to 1:00. It was scheduled at 2 because I think some weather's coming. Indoor track is headed to MEAC's this weekend. MEAC Indoor in Landover, PG County, right?
PG County.
So, like we mentioned earlier, softball will be down in South Carolina. And the most important thing on the shore.
The most important thing on the shore.
It's homecoming.
Homecoming week.
It's homecoming. And we will have a doubleheader against Delaware State this Saturday, starting at 2. Also,
so make sure you get there early.
Yeah, get there early. You already see in the gym, they already have...
It's already up.
They have all the bleachers up. It's going to be packed this weekend.
And lucky for us.
Lucky for us, we get a front row seat.
Front row seat, and we're wearing suits this weekend.
Then also Hall of Fame inductees this weekend. Yep. New class for the Hawk Hall of Fame. So they'll be... Well, the banquet's Friday. I think they'll be recognized at the game.
During the game on Saturday. Yeah.
So big weekend playing Delaware. Anytime we play Delaware State in anything, it's a big deal. Yeah. So playing it for homecoming is big.
It's gonna be a big week, big game, fun times.
We need to. I mean, listen. MEAC tournament for basketball is in 10, 15 days, something like that. So I mean, it's. Saying it's down to the nitty gritty would be saying it's down to the nitty gritty is pretty much an understatement at this point. So there's only 3 games left in the regular season. So, but make sure everybody's out at homecoming this weekend. As always, you can follow me on social, on Twitter, Ray_Law12 on Twitter. Instagram is R_Wardlaw. Facebook, LinkedIn. As we discussed last week, Snapchat, I'm there, but I'm not really there. But show love if you want to. I'm always here. If somebody wants to reach out. But Snapchat, man, listen, I'll tell y'all I've aired some crazy. Like, Snapchat is wild now.
Very wild.
Like, wow, I don't know if it's like Snapchat's like I think Snapchat's like the college thing.
Yeah.
I just think it's just the college
High school, college.
High school, college, because I was on it when I was but like Snapchat, they are wild.
I use Snapchat just to see my nieces.
Right. Keep up with people.
Yeah.
The only thing, Snapchat is like if a coworker has something funny they saw, they'll send me something. But I can't tell you the last time I put a Snapchat story up. But, every now and then I'll say something.
Hey, but if you want all the great content, go to his Instagram story.
You go to Instagram
That's
story.
Where it's at.
I'm there. And I'm trying to get better like on Twitter too, because what happens is I'm on Twitter, but I'm not on my Twitter a lot. Yeah. Because of for basketball. We even had I failed to neglect this. Tennis opened up this weekend too. Mm-hmm. So they played 2 matches over the weekend. So like between tennis and softball, basketball, just
golf was on the road.
Golf, everybody I'm on Twitter but
we're
managing
on different accounts.
But yeah, I'm managing those, and then after a while, it's hard for me to say, hey, I ate breakfast today, right? Or whatever people. People put random stuff on Twitter. I got to call one of my friends. She's got to get off Twitter. Don't press send. She's wilding. Like, stop.
Right?
Stop.
No,
Stop.
Don't do it.
Twitter is not where you find a man. It's not. I look out for my friends, man. She's going through it.
Well,
Karla, you know this, man. I'm looking out. I look out for everybody.
He does.
That
I
is
try
true.
to.
Indeed.
That
I
is
try
true.
to, man. I try to, whatever I see, whatever I can, do to help. I mean, I'm not perfect myself, but if I see something, watch yourself on that.
follow me on Twitter at Langston Frazier, on LinkedIn at Langston Frazier, and you can also follow me on my other podcast, The Langston Frazier Show, #TLFS Pod. New episodes coming soon.
Join in with us. Join in with us on #TalkShore.
TalkShore.
Email us at mdtalkshore@gmail.com.
If we don't hear from you, we don't know who you want to hear from.
Exactly.
So send in your responses because we read the emails.
Yes, we do. As always, thanks everybody for listening, watching. Make sure you subscribe, like, share. Karla, thanks for coming again. And as always, my name is Ralan Warlaw.
I'm Langston Frazier. We'll see you next week, folks, on Talk of the Shore.
Thank you, everybody.